I'm learning some valuable lessons about life. And that is that as you get older, you become very stubborn. And I'm very stubborn. And I come from the old school where you just do it yourself because nobody's going to help you. There's a lot of people say nobody's coming to save you. In a way, that's true. I've always known it. But as you get older, you realize that you become somewhat entitled, meaning you figure you paid your dues. Well, I worked my whole life. Why should I have to lift a finger for anything? Screw them people. And I realize I'm falling into that trap. And we're pretty much people my generation. We're screwed because the healthcare sucks. It's like non-existent. And I know why. It's because everything does revolve around money. Everything's about, building and working and giving opportunities to younger people. So the older people end up just kind of going, well, yeah, whatever. And then they end up with health conditions, and then all the like pharmaceutical companies and the hospitals, they get all kinds of funding to build the hospitals, and then they get contractors. I know because I'm a former commercial electrician who used to work in hospitals all the time. I used to work in clean rooms. I used to work all night drilling holes in walls, installing conduit, installing cables, terminations, installing panels, setting panels. You name it, I did it as an electrician. But now I'm in a precarious situation where I am now retired. And the thing is, I'm realizing we have no voice. Like, you have no voice. When you're retired, you have no voice. You go to the doctor, you have no voice. They tell you what's going on, what to do, what to blah, blah, blah. And I realize these people don't really know. They don't even understand the human body. Like, they don't really even understand it. They just know textbooks. But you can't fix the human body just through textbooks alone and modern machinery. And that's why I've come to the conclusion that sometimes the body just gets tired and just doesn't want to deal anymore. And I'm reaching that point. Getting to the point where they say after 60, everything's supposed to be fun and go live your dreams. That's not really the case because the dream is just kind of made up crap. It's made up freaking buildings and hospitals and theme parks, restaurants. All the things that that'll trap you into believing there's something bigger out there. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you know that it's not even real. And I've been living 62 years. I've seen a lot. But also realize that sometimes things in life are just out of your control. Like, you just can't do anything about it. If you get cancer, there's nothing you can really do. You can go to the doctor, right? And they just give you a whole bunch of medications, and you take these medications, and the medications have horrible side effects. And that's when you start thinking, is this life really worth living? Is this really worth living? And I know that because 20 years ago when I had meningitis and immune disorder, My whole life changed. Everything changed in the blink of an eye. I went from having tons of money to laying there in a hospital bed, lost about 70 pounds, and dying in a fucking hospital. And all the doctors sitting there just looking at me, wondering if I was going to come around. And that was 20 years ago when I was 43 years old. And since that time, doctor said I've been doing very well. I'm doing great. You're doing amazing. But inside, there's something that was lost. That sense of purpose, that sense of identity, that sense of who I was, who I am as a person, I lost. It's like, who am I? And that was the thing that hit me the most, is who am I? If I'm not building something, if I'm not doing something, if I'm not taking care of something, who am I? Like, who really am I? I ask myself that often. Sometimes I go out in the middle of nowhere in the woods and just sit there and say, who am I? I bring a fishing pole, of course, but I'm always asking, who am I? What happened to me? What's wrong with me? And there's really no way I could explain how aging is to a younger person, because younger people, or somebody who hasn't gotten sick, really doesn't have any idea. They're just like, whatever. Shake it off, buddy. And I shook it off for many years. I've shaken it off for 20 years. I mean, even with my diagnosis. And almost dying in the hospital. I've been living with this for 20 years. I have to take medication every freaking day. And I come to the conclusion that I don't know if it's really worth continuing on. And not in the sense that I believed who I was, obviously, because I don't do electrical work anymore. But standing around, a lot of people I notice when you get older, they just kind of sit in their house and stare at the TV. Oh, look at so-and-so. Oh my God, look. Wow, look at this show. I love the show. Be quiet. I'm watching this show. I don't want to be bothered right now. And I started thinking, I'm like, is everybody just like a robot? Are we all just programmed to like stare at things? Stare at the TV in our comfort, in our zones? I don't think so. And I kind of realized that years ago when I got out of the Marine Corps and we had no hot water. And we took showers in the freaking heater vent because the water was coming out of the heater vent. And me and my buddy were freezing our ass off out on the beach. We're like, dude, we got to do something. We got to get the fuck out of here, man. Now, those are the days that I can remember that were actually a lot of fun because it was exciting. I remember surfing in 40-degree water in 1985. And just fucking exhilarating. It's like, holy crap, dude. But now it's like, it's slow. Everything's done for you. You have these stupid doctor appointments where they just say, you're doing great. Go enjoy your life. Meanwhile, little things come up. Little things add up. Everything adds up. Car insurance. Got to pay car insurance. Got to pay your registration. You got to pay. And I'm thinking, where's the fun, dude? Like, where's the fun? Is it really just getting to a point, being comfortable and just sitting in your house and staring at the TV? Is that really what it is? I don't know. It just seems so planned. And then as being in the Marines, I was taught a certain way, you know. Just power through everything. Just don't freaking flinch. Just keep fucking pushing, dude. I did it all through the Marine Corps, all through the Navy. I did it through electrical school. It took me 4 years to complete electrical school. And then 10 years in the field. And then I've driven across the United States like 7 times. It's like, what else is left? I don't want to go on any trips. I don't want to go out and get all caught up in a bunch of nonsense. Stuck in the freaking ice storm somewhere in the middle of freaking Colorado or some shit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do van life. I don't want to sit there in a van all day pretending that's fun when it sucks. Because I know it sucks. I've lived in my car. It sucks. Living in a car is shit. I don't care how you slice it. Living in the car is bullshit. It sucks. You can't get a freaking shower unless you got a freaking camper or something, and then something's always going wrong. I wish I had more positive news. Right now I'm waiting for a plumber. Or no, somebody to come work on the freaking hot water heater. Because I don't know hot water. So you take a cold shower. It's very good for you. You'll think you're dying, I swear to God. It's like coming off of freaking withdrawals from nicotine or something. The worst freaking habit I ever picked up in my life is nicotine. I have everything I ever wanted in life, but I still have this. I have an addiction to nicotine. I can't put it away. Like, live in the moment, man. You're trying to live in the moment and something comes up. Something always comes up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm getting to the point in life where I don't know what else to do. Just don't know what else to do. If you don't know what else to do, I guess you just don't know what else to do. Dentists are ridiculous. And don't even do anything. You go to the dentist, they don't even do nothing. Here's a good example. I had a crown fall off, right? And dentist put it back on. But then charged me $285 to put back on the crown. And then a month later, it fell off. It's like, what is that? That's what I mean. Everything's a freaking racket. And when you get older, nobody says anything to help you on your path. Nobody says anything. Everything gets quiet. I would say, please help me, donate, but that wouldn't help me. Therapy, I've already tried therapy. Too stubborn, I guess. When I went to therapy at the VA, They don't know how to deal with somebody that has a brain injury, though. Meningitis caused major brain injury in my head. It's like Junior Seau, one of the best football players I've ever seen, committed suicide back in 2012. And the day before he freaking killed himself, he was at a golf freaking tournament or whatever. And then the next day he kills himself. Something very wrong. Something very wrong with the way everything is. And then you think about somebody like Chester Bennington. You never know what somebody's going through. And the worst thing you can say to somebody is, calm down. Don't have a panic attack. The sky's not falling. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you can say to somebody who has either anxiety, depression, mental health issues. Don't panic. The world's not falling down. It's the worst fucking thing you can say to somebody. Because maybe in their fucking head, the world's crashing around. And a good example would be, okay, you worked your whole freaking life, right? Sorry I'm rambling, but I have nothing to do but ramble. I have nothing else going on. And I'm feeling very frustrated right now. So I'm venting on YouTube. But you don't know, like, a lot of people, like, I've been married 2 times. And I'm at the age where I'm like, I don't really want to be around anybody. I don't want to hear the voices, people talking. When you get older, you're no longer sexually, there's a lot of old farts that are perverts, sure. But as you get older, you're just like, yeah, whatever. You don't impress me. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, well, something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to be alone either. People always got some stupid ass freaking snide remark like, this guy's not falling. Well, if you go to the dentist and you need some dental work and they want $7,000, your fucking sky is falling. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, on the other side of YouTube, I'm watching the video of some dude gets pulled over on the freaking freeway. Mexican guy, whatever. Mexican, who cares, whatever. I don't give a shit. Alright. Anyway. Gets pulled over. Cops freaking doing the whole, where are you going? Where'd you come from? No. Oh, wow. Oh, really? Small talk. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, right on, man. Oh, yeah. What a nice car you got. Yeah. And then they hit you with the big freaking question. You wouldn't have any drugs in the car or anything. Fentanyl, marijuana, crack, cocaine. No, sir. Which is the case that happened with this guy. Pulled over on the freeway. Mexican dude. Old guy, like my age. Old. I'm 62 years old. This guy was at least 50. Like, dude, you're too old to be doing that shit. Anyway, tells the cop, no, I didn't do nothing, got nothing in the car, nothing. And sure enough, cop's doing this third degree on the guy. I don't even know why I'm talking to a camera. Fuck, whatever. The guy does the third degree on the guy, and finally, he says, well, you can't search my car. He's like, well, we're going to get a dog that's going to run around it then. And then, if the dog alerts, then we have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to search the vehicle. So sure enough, the dog comes, mean German Shepherd. German Shepherd comes up. It alerts on the car. So the guy basically folds in about a minute. Oh yeah, I got fentanyl in there. Just a Mexican guy. Just freaking Mexican dude. Unsuspicious, driving a freaking van. Driving a nice freaking minivan or whatever the fuck it is. Cruising down the road. He's got $2 million worth of fentanyl pills in his freaking car. I mean, what the hell is that, dude? What's wrong with you, man? What the hell, dude? One of the reasons it pisses me off is because I've had friends that have died on drugs. And that shit fucks people up. And another reason is because a lot of them are illegal. They're not in the country legally, but they're driving around and they're freaking transporting people, drugs, all kinds of shit on the freaking roads. And fucking getting away with it. Sometimes they're getting away with it. Meanwhile, their kids are in the freaking public school system getting freaking free lunches. SNAP, whatever the hell. AFDC, I don't know. And meanwhile, you have your typical Joe Blow, work all their life, veterans, that are out here just going, what the hell, what is this? What happened to, what the hell's going on? I mean, I served in two services. I served in the Marines and the Navy. Granted, it's been almost 40 years. But my intentions were good. I was thinking I was going to do something good. I was thinking I was going to be somebody. Everybody always wants to be somebody. Nobody ever says, oh, I want to freaking traffic freaking fentanyl. But society, the way society works, sometimes people get forced into doing shit they don't want to freaking do. They wouldn't have otherwise done. It's like the movie The Mule. Clint Eastwood driving around selling freaking drugs. Had to do what I had to do, man. I got hungry. But so that's what I'm talking about. All the things that I've done in my life, all the positive things I've done. At the end of the day, all I hear is, don't panic. The sky's not falling. If that doesn't make you want to punch a wall, I don't know what will. Because I spent a lot of my freaking time on my back, working like a pig as an electrician. Installing pole cans, pulling wire, doing all kinds of shit. Worked my ass off. For what? Nothing. In the end, nothing. In the end, to be 62 years old and have somebody say, the sky ain't falling, it's all right. Maybe I'm spoiled, maybe I'm just venting, maybe I'm just sick of dealing with bullshit. But I didn't grow up in this freaking coddled society. I didn't grow up in a society that said it's okay to just, just be yourself. And, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Well, who the fuck's going to fix a water heater? Or who the hell's going to turn the fucking power on if it's, oh, don't worry. Just be your best self. Just be your best version. Dude. It's like, get a fucking education, learn something. You even know how to turn a fucking light on? And as I get older, I realize that I've come full circle where I know a shitload of stuff. But nobody wants you for none. And running away isn't going to solve any problems. As far as the drug thing goes, I tell a story about drugs back in 1995, Albuquerque, New Mexico, on Coors Road. I'm in North Carolina now, but Coors Road in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1995 was the biggest fucking shithole that you've ever seen. That place was so disgusting. There were so many hookers on every freaking corner. There were so many people just strung out all over that freaking street. This is 30 years ago. And what do? Nothing. We just clean the street up with the freaking machines and freaking tell the people to go hide away somewhere. These are things that I've seen in my life. I don't mean to be going on and on, but I figure I got nothing else to freaking talk about. Just stuff I've seen. Even in the Marine Corps treated it like a piece of garbage when you go in the Marines. They don't give you shit. I'm in the Marines. I ended up with scabies in the first 3 weeks. If you don't know what scabies is, it's the mites that bury underneath your arms. You have them all over the place on your arms, everywhere. These scabie mites will bury themselves in and go itch so bad that the only thing that'll cure it is a hot shower, because it'll itch it, but then it comes right back. So, with everything that happens, people pushing drugs, doing drugs, and people just not really caring about anybody else. This is a result of a society that doesn't give a fuck. This is a result of a society that's all about me, and profit and, make money and ignore the people that need help the most. Ignore them. They don't matter. They're not making us money anyway. If there's anything, I'd like to put a message out that a lot of us, and especially a lot of us veterans that were in the Marine Corps, specifically in 1953 to 1987, we understand full well how it is to get screwed. When the water contamination happened there and leaked PCBs into the bathing and drinking water. A lot of us are gone. I'm one of the last Marine veterans that was there during that time frame, and they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing. They're just stalling. So I stall too, because there's nothing else we can do. And it's not about working harder, because I used to work so hard thinking I was going to get somewhere in life. Which I did. I bought property in California. Made good money as an electrician. Made really good money. And bought cars, and I bought all kinds of stuff. I bought everything that I didn't have as a kid. And I bought everything. I bought the things I wanted that I could never afford. New Camaro, bought a new Camaro. Good times. But as I get 62 years old, I'm almost a senior citizen at this point. I realize that it's all bullshit. The cars, everything. It's kind of it's a trap. All you have to do is talk to an older person. Who has endured a lot of stuff. I spent months, years actually, on the streets. I spent years on the streets. I was homeless in San Diego. And I was like, I don't know how do I end up homeless like this? But it's very simple. It's because you have no support. You have nobody helping you. And in my case, my dad had committed suicide off a big 200-foot bridge. And that happened when I was 17. It completely derailed my whole life. He was a Marine veteran. So what do? Go in the Marines. Everybody talks about how I want to be a badass and this, that. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of freaking bullshit. I want to be a badass freaking SEAL or some shit. You're a human body. The human body is only going to last for so long. People sitting in bars, getting drunk, talking shit. Comparing how badass they are. It's all bullshit. So, They say everything's a lie. It's not. It's just everything is set up a certain way. And the reality is the rich are getting rich off the backs of the poorer people. And life continues while some people are suffering. Could be you. You could be eating cans of tuna. I don't know. I don't know you. But if you're watching this, I think from a 62-year-old dude that's been in the Marines, in the Navy, in the trades, and have been homeless, and problems with alcohol, tobacco, everything. And being thrown under the bus numerous times. The only thing I can say at this point is Godspeed, because I don't have answers anymore. Maybe take a nice warm shower, hot shower, whatever. I took a cold shower today because I have no heat. But it actually woke the hell up, woke me up like, holy crap. My takeaway, as I close out this video, thanks for sticking with me if you did. It's a kind of a long one for me. I usually don't make these videos this long. I'm usually just joking around anyway. But my advice, don't hang around the wrong people. Don't get yourself in over your head. Meaning, don't bite off more than you could chew. And don't say yes to everyone. Learn to say no. And mean it. Somebody treats you like shit. Tell them, fuck you and the fucking horse you rode in on. Because you do not want your self-esteem to be derailed by some other fucking asshole. The worst thing you could lose in life is your health, your self-esteem, and your identity. And once you lose that, you're just floating in the wind. You might as well have a flag. Help! I'm over here. Thanks for watching my video. Yeah, I appreciate anybody who watches this video, has any comments. I'm kind of having a tough time, I guess, in life, sort of. Just not knowing what to do at certain times, I guess. I guess one thing I do know, and one thing I've learned from my parents growing up, is I'm a baby boomer, whether I like it or not. I don't really like it. There are 3 rules that I grew up with that were instilled in me as a kid. Do not lie, do not cheat, and do not steal. Those were what I grew up with. Do not lie, do not cheat, and do not steal. No matter how bad it gets. No matter how bad it gets. Because you're losing self-esteem there. Be proud. Stand up for yourself. Have self-confidence. The people that go steal have zero self-confidence. Zero. Because they don't give a shit. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about anything. They think they're going to make their life better by accumulating more shit. It's bullshit. And one of the bigger other ones, don't do drugs. Don't sell drugs. I'm just going to eat my tuna and just shut up now. Thanks for watching.